Jabe08 said, "Wow." Jabe08 said, "You and yes."
All right. All right, we are live. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, and we are back with another live stream of Low Fuel Motorsports. This is season 9, week 2. We are at Barcelona this week. I have been doing a fair amount of racing today, and I had a couple of disastrous races. I had a couple of people take me out. And
08 said, "Okay."
Cool. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Get that straightened out. So, before I get started, I'm using the HP Reverb, and
Jabe08 said, "Oh no."
Okay. Yeah, it goes like that. Just want to forewarn the audience that in the past, I would normally use the Oculus Quest, and what that headset allows me to do is pop the chat out inside the headset with me so I can see the messages. The HP Reverb has no such feature, so I had to turn on speech chat. So once the race gets started and these cars start roaring, it might be kind of hard to hear some of the comments, so it'll be something where I'll have to come back after the race or when there's a break in the action and check the comments and then respond. But I'm going with the HP Reverb as far as sim racing goes. I'm going with the HP Reverb as my headset because this headset has a higher native resolution than the Quest 2, and I've got this headset cranked up to 3100p, and with the power of this 4090 that I've got, this game just looks absolutely crystal clear in VR. I mean, I wish we could have had this kind of clarity years ago, but hey, you know, we got it now. All right, let's get out here and do a few laps. Cool. Oh, that back end whipped around. Too much. I wish I could drive like it was Mass Effect. Oh shit, missed the gear. I meant to go down the first and went down the second accidentally. Enough for one more lap. Sorry, I couldn't catch that comment, so after I finish this lap, I'll check the comment section.
process step so far.
Go fast, please.
All right. Let me
Yellow flag in second.
pull over and check the chat. May have to turn the game down a little bit. To go in there and turn the audio down a little bit, master volume. See if taking it down to 75% will help. All right, let's check the comments. Yeah, Jay, I wish I could go faster, but I'm average at best. Fastest lap in here is 144. I just turned into 146. So I would probably say that on just about every track, I'm probably 2 to 4 seconds slower than the aliens. So this track, fast guys turn in 144s, 143s. The aliens are turning in 142s and 141s, which is absolutely insane on this track. The fastest I've ever done on this track, I think, is 145.9, and I actually did that today. I think I set that personal best today.
Said. Okay.
Cool. Let me see what time it is. All right, we got a little under 15 minutes before the next race starts. So I guess I can get in there and do a few more laps. Let me put my gloves on because I need them. Or at least on my right hand, because I squeeze the wheel the hardest with my right hand. And you can gnaw at your hands a little bit when you do it all day.
James 08 said 304.
304. You know some of those? Let's go. There's a guy in these LFM races that I've been having some issues with.
No.
All right, I was just joking. Yeah, there's a guy that I've been having issues with this past weekend. In LFM, if he shows up in this race, I'll point him out. But I think the issue that I've been having with this guy is that he's not terribly fast, but he's aggressive. So he's caused a few wrecks, and one of them I think involved me this weekend. I've lost over 100 ELO since yesterday. I was in a race a little while ago. I got hit, and it set off a chain reaction and caused like a 5-car pileup. Oh, your comment didn't come through.
Jape Zero said, if I was in that car I'd probably die.
Same thing again. I'm out of fuel, so I got to start over again from the garage. So, let me see what time it is. We got about 4 minutes before the session opens. And the guy that I'm speaking of that's been causing problems, at least for me, is not in here. So yeah, this guy, he's a little bit of a I don't want to quite call him a dive bomber, but I think he's trying to carry too much speed into the corners and not maintain control of it. Yeah, I see the secret to being faster is to try to carry as much momentum into the corners as possible. But it means nothing if you can't keep it under control, because he'll fly right off the track. In the case of this guy that I'm speaking of, he's run wide, and I think racing etiquette, if you run wide and you go off the track, it is racing etiquette to concede the position and let the car in front of you, the car behind you, go past. And then you rejoin the track when there's a space to rejoin the track. And these guys will go off the track and they will jump back in ASAP. They will not try to check traffic and see where there's an opening to see where they can get back in, because they're too worried about losing spaces. Because honestly, if you follow the etiquette, let's say you're in 10th place and you go wide and you go off the track and you have to wait for an opening to rejoin the race, by the time you get back on the track, you might be in 20th place. And those guys don't want to fall that far down, so they're jumping back in anywhere and don't really care if it costs a wreck. And yeah, as the title says in this stream, LFM has gotten a little bit crazy with guys being super over aggressive. And one of the I think a common tactic that I'm starting to see with some of these guys is they'll be aggressive and they'll cause a wreck. They'll take people out, they'll bump people or whatever, and then they'll send an apologetic message saying, I'm sorry, I didn't see you, I thought you knew I was back there or whatever, saying I'm sorry so you won't report them. And these guys have been getting away, in my opinion, with fucking up races and ruining the experience for everyone. And that's basically what I have dealt with this past weekend, is guys taking me out and then sending me messages saying I'm sorry. I'm so used to people sending messages saying I'm sorry, yada, 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 that it's almost like I don't even check the replays anymore. When it first happens, yeah, I get upset and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to report this bastard, yeah. And then like 5 minutes later, I end up cooling off and be like, just, forget about it and move on to the next race. But, what I found out is ELO is what determines what split you'll be in. And ELO it translates to your plate. Like, everybody starts off with a rookie plate. Once you get out of rookie, you go to iron, then iron plus, I think then bronze, bronze plus, silver, silver plus, gold, gold plus. And I'm still in iron. And to get the iron plus and to be able to compete in like some of the higher tier races, I think you have to have at least 1,000 ELO, and 1,000 ELO is what will put you at Iron Plus. I I was closing in on 600 ELO, but I've lost over 100 ELO over the past day or so due to people, you know, wrecking me and taking me out. And in the case of the races that I do, I don't earn a lot of ELO. I think the most ELO I probably earned in one race might have been 60 ELO. And let's see what time we got. Okay, it's time to head into the session. So, as far as the strategy goes in this race, there's one of two ways you can do it, but there's a trade-off on every one of them. One of the strategies is to try to qualify as high as you can.
08 said, "This is so crazy."
Up. Okay, qualifying is about to start. Let me check the message before we jump in here. And no, I don't see the guy who's caused trouble before. So what I was going to say is one of the two strategies that you can take is one of them is try to qualify as high as you can and then just hope nobody takes you out on turn one when the race starts. The other strategy is to drop all the way back and start hunting people down, but it's tough because these guys are slow, but they're fast enough that it might take you 2 or 3 laps to get past one of these guys. Okay, Jay, you said this is so crazy. Yeah, LFM has gotten really crazy. I mean, LFM used to be the place where you could escape the madness that goes in the open lobbies, but now the LFM races have gotten crazy. And I thought it was just happening to me down here in these lower splits because I'm down here with the peasants. But from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing, crazy shit happens in the top split races too. Case in point, my friend Boris. I think he's a bronze plus. So let's say there's a race that's got 5 splits. He'll probably be in the second or the third split. And I just got through watching his stream. And boy, was some crazy stuff going on in his stream. And it was crazy. And he wasn't the only one that was streaming his particular race. There was a couple of people streaming races. And they were having bad races too. And they let it be known that they were pissed. Well, so far that puts me in 5th as far as qualifying, but I know that won't hold. All right, I'll come back and check that soon. One 46.3. That's not gonna hold up either. One 145.8. That brings me back up to 5th. I'm out of gas. This car won't make it. So I'm just gonna have to let that 145.8 stand. Against aliens, that's nothing. But in these lower splits, hey, it's not bad. I tell you, I can't get enough of looking at this game. 505, the developers of this, the publishers of this game, Kunos is the developer. By their own admission, the VR optimization is lacking in this game, and they feel like the Unreal Engine is part of the reason why, because they said that it's a very general
Yellow flag is sectored.
it's a very general engine that lacked features. Okay, so when I first got in the set of Corsa Competizione, I think at the time I was on the Rift S, and while the game wasn't razor sharp, it still looked much better than anything I had saw on PSVR, because in terms of clarity, Drive Club VR was an absolute abomination. GT Sport in VR wasn't as bad, but it just felt like a training exercise, you know. Basically time trials and one-on-one versus the AI, which had about the skill level of a kindergartner. And once I fell in love with a set of Corsa Competizione, over these past couple of years, I have spent a lot of money upgrading my setup to where it is now. I've upgraded my PCs, the headsets, and spent a lot of money. And you know, a couple of years and a few $1,000s later, you know, because just the PC that I'm playing on, I've got over $4,000 invested in that PC. But this game is finally clear. And it's not just about trying to have, you know, top shelf equipment. When I first started playing the set of Corsa Competizione, one of the big things about the game was the background was so blurry that a lot of times I couldn't see curves until you get up on it. I couldn't see clearly what the curve was until you get right up on it. Now, the HP Reverb, make no mistake about it.
Jabe08 said, how much money did you spend over the years?
Sheesh. I'd probably say since, I would say going all the way back to 2013, back to when the PS4 launched, because I've PS4 Pro, several PSVR headsets, several Oculus Quest, Rifts, this HP Reverb, several computers. I think I've gone through a total of, if you even include my son's computer, I think I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Said, you using OPEX?
What's that? Hold on. Well, I'll just check it. Yeah, I'm using OpenXR, and that is huge.
Just Boris said, good luck, Link, with the LFM mayhem.
I'm gonna need it, my friend. Let's go with Sky. Go with his setup. Sky 194. And I think with his setup, I don't need to adjust anything. I think we'll just go with what it is. So let's see where I qualified. So looks like I qualified 8th. So it looks like my 145.8 gets me 7th place. Hold on. So I'm not so sure this was a good idea, because I've gotten fast enough that in the lower splits, it looks like I'm fast enough that I can get into the top 10, but it puts me right in the middle, and I'm not so sure that's a good idea because of for obvious reason, Boris. The crazy stuff that I saw, the crazy stuff that I saw with your stream, and the crazy stuff that I've been experiencing. Getting past turn 1 doesn't get you out of the woods, because the closer that the cars are bunched together, the more likelihood that a wreck will happen. And I guess I'm the type of person that on the first lap, I'll play it safe. I'll even let a couple of people strong arm me and move me out of the way to get through in order to stay clean and avoid getting hit with race penalties, because race penalties, safety rating penalties, whatever, what have you, equates to incident points on LFM, which equates to ELO and safety rating. I'm not that worried about safety rating because my safety rating is decent. I think my safety rating is like 6.7 something, but my ELO is dog shit.
Just Boris said, front, middle, or back, you're not safe.
Yeah, you would be right. So once this race starts and all these cars start roaring, because like I said, because of the volume, it's going to be a little bit hard to hear the comments, but I'll do my best. And then not only that, this speech, the chat, doesn't do well with understanding abbreviations.
Dot said, hot girls for you. Red heart. Dot said, hot girls for you.
All right.
Dot said, hot girls for you.
Oh, we got a bot in here spamming. Oh, by the way, shout out to Boris. I joined his Sim Seniors League, did a race with them today, and that was a lot of fun. The race that I had with those guys is the kind of race you should have in open lobbies in LFM. So competitive, but so clean, and everybody respectful of each other.
James 08 said, what did he say?
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Please don't die bomb in. Damn it!
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
What the fuck?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
You know what? Let me try to stay on his ass and put pressure on him and see if I can make him fly off the track. Fuck with him like he fucked with me.
James 08 said, go get him.
Will do. Oh shit, ran wide. Oh, don't, please don't. Oh, look at this dumb.
Clear on the right.
That's the shit I was talking about. That was an unsafe rejoin.
Show the pink car house, boss.
Yeah, if I can catch him. Actually, what I need him to do is catch up to everybody else and pull that same aggressive bullshit with them that he pulled with me, because then he'll probably cause an accident and I can drive right through it. Got some oscillation in my wheel for whatever reason. Oh no!
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
What the fuck? Just got a warning. I'm getting a lot of oscillation in my wheel. I hope I didn't hit something and fucked up the suspension. Holy shit. Go ahead, nutsack.
Clear on the right.
No! That's gonna be another track warning. Damn it, that's 2 of them! He's too far in front for me to catch him, and there's nobody behind me for a while. I should have turned on the air conditioner. What the fuck is this oscillation? There it is. Now the oscillation's gone. There we go. Once those two fight and take each other out, Oh, there we go. They coming up on a crowd. Whoa. Oh no!
Alright, man, the leader is on the final lap. Give me the final push.
Said, we not going to lose today.
Why couldn't he have done that 2 laps ago? Fifth place, I believe I took.
MVR said, come here honey bunch you.
How's it going, Ham? Let's go back to the garage and wait for the final results. I think I finished 5th. But I think...
Yes, Boris said, nice solid race length.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Boris. I mean, after that circus that you were involved in earlier, I was hoping I could stay clean. Oh, boy. That race took a lot out of me, mainly because I'm performing in front of an audience, even if it's only a few of you.
MVR said, good race. Didn't want to comment in case it made you crash LOL.
I had speech chat on, so because I don't know how to pop a chat out inside this headset yet, because I'm still trying to learn how to use the overlay kit that I bought from Steam, but in the meantime, I'm using speech chat. So if I hear the comment, fine. If I can't make it out, then I'll come back and see what the comment was after the race. So, so no worries, my friend. So I'm just waiting for the final tally.
Morris said, "Have a good one, mate. Catch you tomorrow."
All right, I'll be looking for you, Boris. I think I'm going to shut it down after this. I'm just waiting to see what the final results are. So I think we got to wait for all the cars to cross the finish line before we get the final results, unless the wait time runs out first.
James 08 said, "AM back."
All right, I finished 5th officially, so not bad. I believe I qualified 8th, and I finished 5th. Not bad, not bad at all. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and end that on a high note. I got to do some laundry and do some cooking and all that good stuff and get ready for work tomorrow. Oh, nice race. Nice race. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So hopefully that will get me a significant amount of ELO back.
James 08 said, "Yeah."
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and close shop right there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Boris, Jay, Ham, Craig, appreciate you all tuning in. And I'm glad I didn't screw this one up, given the bad luck that I've had this weekend.
Said, "Thumbs up."
Thanks, my guy. Appreciate it. With that, we're going to leave it on a good note. And until the next stream or next video, you all know the line. Wakanda forever. Long live the king, and deuces. We'll see you all soon. Everybody have a good one.
Jabe 08 said, "Goodbye."